Hi everybody, good morning, and welcome to a Vintage Design Studio. This is Susie. I hope all of you are having a pleasant morning this weekend. And I wanted to just share with you something that I had posted on Facebook yesterday. And I might have done a video on some of these cards when I made them. I'm not really sure, but I'm just going to reiterate a little bit here so that I can share some of the main elements involved here. First, I'm going to start off with the flowers. I'm sure some of you who sew may have used a material that you would put underneath a skirt, a dress, perhaps a woolen sweater, and this is that lining kind of material. I made this really pretty flower. It was actually, I did this by mistake, and I was fussing around with it, and I turned it into a rose, so or whatever kind of flower you want to call it, and I just sewed a pearl way deep down in there, and this was a complete sewed project. So this was really very cute, and if anybody's interested in knowing how to do this, I'll be happy to do a tutorial. You don't have to really know how to sew. It's just a running stitch, so you can let me know about that. Here is another one that I made. This one is all silk, and it's the same idea, only less material, much less material. This is much narrower and shorter cut material with a beautiful pearl sewn down in the middle there. The only thing is the bottom part is kind of sloppy, so you'd probably have to like glue down or sew on a piece of felt to make it look neater, but just for the video I wanted to show it. Lastly, not lastly, but next I have some really beautiful mulberry flowers that I had purchased from Creative Papers online, and I just love this color. It's a deep grape color, and it's a great paper to work with. I love these, and I've been, for those of you who have commented and seen all of my mulberry flowers that I have made in the past, this is just another color that I had in my stash, and I just felt like doing the darker colors this time, so they came out really very pretty. And if you put next to it this beautiful bud rose that I made, I just love doing this, and I honestly I didn't even distress this one yet. Normally I would just get like my distressing tool after I'm done, and I would, you know, distress the flower just to give it a little color. That's why I like working with this paper, because it's really, it's forgiving, it's easy to work with, it's not as thick as the cardstock, so your flower could be a little bit more realistic in its look. And you can do anything with these. So this one came out nice. I'm not done with it actually though. And then just also my standard little smaller roses. This one came out really pretty. I'm working on a project, and this is a project that I'm going to be finishing, and I'd like to show you. This is just a vintage card that I had made. I do believe I might have done a video on this, I'm not sure. But this is some Wild Orchid Craft seam binding that I put in. Just a regular A2 size card with a vintage photo here. Just beautiful. And to also share with you the same color of these beautiful mulberry flowers, I made the matching envelopes to go with these cards. And I've been using a lot of burlap lately. I don't know if anyone recognized that I've been wrapping my flowers in the burlap pieces, and I've just been using like burlap under a lot of flowers and on frames and so on. So a few things that I use it on, I didn't even make a video because I've been extremely busy lately. But I do have a set of greeting cards in here with matching envelopes that will go in here, and this was really a very simple bag to make just out of your standard burlap, and this fits perfectly your A2 size cards. And as you can see, there's a piece of jute rope around here, which I was kind of just setting up for the video and for photos yesterday. Which just sets it off to look really nice. And wrapping it up as a gift, I was kind of going with this look, and I would manage to make sure that nothing sticks to the card or the envelope, and I was kind of setting it off with one of these. This may go in a box with a clear top, and have this like on a, you know, have like a piece of ribbon, and then have this in the center as a bow instead, which I really like using my flowers as bows. I'm not sure if any of you guys have tried that at all yet, but I'm not going to spend $4 or $5 on a bow, especially when I'm a crafter. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who wouldn't want to do that either. So if you're making a gift or you buy somebody a gift, even if it's a card with a gift in it and you want to put a bow on it, try making a flower, any kind of flower, and don't think that your flower doesn't look good. Just make it and put it on. Anybody's going to love it because it's handmade. And you can even use a smaller flower on the outside of an envelope. But I had set this up just so that you can see the contrast, how it looks so beautiful with the deep purples and the creams, you know, being set off with the beautiful rustic old world burlap potato sack kind of thing. But it's just, I just love the look, and I've really been getting into it lately, and I really have enjoyed the burlap. I've been making some leaves for my flowers out of burlap by using the Tim Holtz leaf dye. And if all of you remember, I had also put the burlap around my beautiful vintage jar that I had made. And so if you haven't tried anything that's burlap related, you should go to your local fabric store and get some burlap. Now I'm going for, actually, I want to make myself a lightweight summer bag. You know, I'm usually the person that would like to carry a designer bag, but for the summertime I always like getting something that's lightweight. So I think I'm going to do like a burlap sack of some kind for myself. Nothing crazy, nothing overly fancy, but I just want something that I could fling over my shoulder, you know, and have it be very lightweight, and for the, you know, when it's hot. And I'm thinking of making some of these flowers too and sewing them on my bag. And if any of you guys come up with, you know, any ideas from this, if I've inspired you in any way, I'd love to hear from you. So thanks so much for watching my videos, and I hope you like my flowers. If you're interested in any of these kind of papers, I'd like to see their gallery of papers. You can go to creativepapersonline.com, and I believe it's also Handmade. I'm not really sure, but it's Creative Papers Online. They're also on Facebook, but I can post the link down here, so just open the Dropbox and I'll have the link if you want to check out some of these papers. Really very pretty. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye!